guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing awesome. Today I want to tell you my story of how I've been using Italki for over 6 years. Italki contacted me for a sponsored video and I was super happy because I'm a user of Italki, so I can really talk freely and honestly about the platform. As always, thanks a lot to my patrons and Ko-Fi supporters, and if you become a patron now, you'll have access to at least 30 transcripts of my Catalan podcast, so if you're interested, go and check it out. I was looking at my data at italki and I was like, wow, it has been a while since I've been using this. So it all started when I moved from Stuttgart to Munich. What happened was when I was in Stuttgart, I was having some private lessons with another guy for Russian, and there was a couple of very good things about those lessons. For instance, when I was in a bigger group, I struggled because the level was not the one I needed. So I was a little bit more advanced and I felt like, we're not advancing. And when I was at this, small group at a library, we would study at a library with a private teacher. It was better because this guy was really advanced. He was actually better than me, and it kind of, pushed me to learn more. But it wasn't perfect. Like I had to get there, physically take a ride there, and so on. And actually, it wasn't also what I exactly wanted. Like I don't like so much grammar, so it was too much grammar for me, to be honest. But of course, we were three people, so the teacher and the other guy had a saying in this whole setup. So yeah, I like it was not just about me. And so when I moved from Stuttgart to Munich, I thought, well, I would like to have, a different experience where I am the protagonist, where maybe I don't need to leave my house. And also because, I moved a lot in Munich, but at the beginning I was, in a town nearby. There was no option for me to learn Russian. It was a small town, so where would I learn it? And I didn't want to commute for 1 hour to go to a class and so on. And I wanted to be flexible. I want to be like, hey, this week I might want to take the lesson on Monday because my schedule allows it, but maybe next week I'll take it on Thursday and whatever, right? And what I really liked when I found Italki is that I didn't have to commit for a long time because, when you try out a new teacher, well, you don't know if you're gonna like that person as a teacher, as a person. Maybe you're not gonna connect. So you have the option to take a test lesson, and it's usually cheaper. And then you see if you connect, and then maybe you can also take 5 package lessons. So it's not like you're committing for a long time. It's just, well, we're taking 5 lessons and we continue as we go. And I really like that because it's very flexible. So being a couch polyglot, I wasn't a couch polyglot by then, or at least I didn't know about it, but I was like, well, it's pretty cool. I'm learning whenever I want, depending on when it's working out for me. Like some people might want to take the same day and so on. You can do that too. But for me, it's like, okay, I prefer having a certain flexibility, being able to learn from my house. So the class is 1 hour and I lose 1 hour. So it's not like I have to drive there. Maybe the bus is late or whatever, or I'm in a traffic jam, or I don't know. So it's like, no, it's 1 hour and it's 1 hour. That's it, And I also get to define what I want from this class. So if I'm just taking conversational class, maybe we will dedicate 10 minutes to grammar, but that's it. And I'm happy with that, And you can also have several teachers. So at some point, so I've had one teacher for Russian. I really connect with her. So it has been awesome all along. At some point, though, I felt like it would be enriching to have other people too. So I thought, well, I will kind of, have other teachers too. Also, it can be a matter of pricing sometimes. So maybe your teacher is very, very good, but she's also getting more money. And maybe you say, hey, maybe for talking, it's enough if I'm talking to a student who will charge less. This is just an example, right? But and then I was like having 3 different teachers, and some of them maybe I meet once a month. My old teacher, which I've had so long, I meet normally twice a month. And then so I keep switching, and it's very, very interesting because one of them is learning Korean, so she will talk about her Korean studies, or the other's living in St. Petersburg, so she will tell me about the city and other stuff. And my original teacher is great at explaining things that are a little complex in Russian grammar. Even if I'm not a big grammar fan, sometimes I like understanding things so that I don't repeat the same mistakes all the time. And so it's really, really flexible. Like I can choose to whom I talk. I see the pricing, so I can decide, do I prefer, professional teaching or a tutor who maybe doesn't have the training but can, talk to me, which is what we often need. And there are many languages. So I was also teaching Spanish and Catalan, and that was also super enriching because I would be talking to a guy in New Zealand, then someone from Taiwan, and that person would learn Spanish, the other one Catalan. Some would be advanced, some would be, very like beginner-like, and that was super cool actually. I felt a strong connection to the people I was talking to because it wasn't just like, okay, just 1 hour class, whatever, but it's this one-on-one, and I think it's pretty cool. If you're learning Catalan, for instance, you can take Catalan lessons there wherever you are, so that's pretty amazing. And yeah, thanks a lot to Italki for sponsoring this video, but I want to really be honest with you. I love Italki. I've been also recommending it for free for years since I started this channel. So yeah, I really can encourage you to use it because I think you take more out of it as what it costs, really. So that's my feeling. And yeah, just leave a message down below. What has been your experience with italki, good or bad? This is an open space, so you can write whatever has been your experience. And yeah, guys, I hope you liked this video. Thanks a lot to my Ko-Fi supporters and Patreon supporters, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye bye.